So either on the back of the sheet of paper you have or on your second sheet of paper, you're going to title it compound interest and write our I can statement of I can calculate compound interest earned. And the formula looks a little different. So for this one, we have A equals P times 1 plus R to the power of T. So P, we already know, stands for principal, which is just our original amount of money, invested, borrowed, whatever it may be, it's our original amount of money. This 1 is a constant. That should always be a 1. And then the R, once again, is our interest rate. And you know, because you just took notes on simple interest, that it's typically given to you in a percentage form, but we need to convert it to a decimal. So I'm just going to abbreviate my notes there. Percentage to decimal. You got to convert it. Then our exponent T, you know what that stands for. It stands for time. And you know that that must be calculated in years. So if they give us months, we divide by 12. The thing that's different in this formula is the A. So it does not only represent interest earned. This A actually stands for the total amount in your account. So total amount in account at the end of that time in years. Then you see this note here that says interest only, A minus P. So if you want to just find the compound interest earned, you would take this formula, find your total, and then subtract the principal, or subtract that original amount that you borrowed or that you put into your account, whatever it may be. You take the A amount and subtract the principal. Make sure you have all of those labeled on your piece of paper. And then we're going to look at example 1. So just like with simple interest, we are going to start by rewriting our formula. So A equals P times 1 plus R to the power of T. A being what we're trying to calculate, and those other variables, we have the information to plug into this equation. So P is going to be 200, our principal amount's 200. Then I have 1 plus, and that's 7%. I'm going to convert from a percentage to a decimal. So I'm going to come over here, 7%, boom, bam, 7/100. And my time was given to me in years already, so I just put 5 as my exponent. You can type this entire line of numbers into your calculator. You do not have to figure out what 1 7/100 is to the power of 5. You have a calculator that you are allowed to use, so please use it. You would type this in, 200, open parentheses, 1 plus 0.07, close parentheses, and then you use the button. Remember, it looks like this. You're going to push this button to get into the exponent part, and then you're going to type 5. Then you hit execute. You're going to hit enter. And when you hit enter, you should get, for your total amount in your account, $280.51. Okay? So if I want to figure out the interest earned, remember I take I equals A minus P. So my A value is 280.51 minus 200 even, and I can easily subtract that to get my interest amount of $80.51. So all you would have to do. But we're just going to focus on using this formula, so I'm not going to find just the interest on these next two. I'm just going to plug these values into the formula. So I'm rewriting the formula. A equals P times 1 plus R to the power of T. A is equal to our principal amount. And again, if you want to pause the video here, write it yourself, and then check your work with the video, that is fine with me. So my principal would be $1,500, 1 plus my rate, so I'm going to convert 4.2 into a percentage. So that would be 4.2%. Remember, when there's a decimal in my percentage, I have to shift from where the decimal already is. So it would be plus 42 thousandths to the power of T, which in this case was given me as 18 months. But you know that that needs to be in years, so we're going to do 18 divided by 12, which gives us 1.5, which is our exponent. A equals, once you type that into your calculator, it gives you our total amount in our account of $1,595.49. On example 3, I'm going to write the equation, and then I encourage you to plug in values on your own. Plug your formula into the calculator, and then check your final answer with my work. So our principal, $750, 1 plus our rate of 2 2/2500%, which would be 0.0225. 48 months would be 4 years. So I raise that to the power of 4. And when I plug this into my calculator, I get $819.81. So just like we did with the simple interest, pause the video here, make sure you have all of this information written down in your notes. Whether it's on the back of your simple interest sheet or on another sheet entirely, make sure you have all of this information. Once you are confident that all of this information from compound interest and simple interest is on your individual notes, I want you to take a picture of your notes, of your paper copy notes, submit those to Schoology. So you might want to take a picture, add it to a note in Notability, submit it to Schoology, and you are going to put these notes in your Unit 2 section of your binder. You need to keep your paper notes. I shouldn't come into the class and see note sheets all over the ground or all over the shelf or near the trash can because you missed the trash can. They should be in your binder. Tomorrow in class, you are going to just start immediately on simple and compound interest practice, and then we will have an exit ticket at the end of class over these formulas and you actually calculating interest. In preparation for our test, I want to make sure that each of you fully understands these two concepts, as these are real life applications. You are going to deal with interest in the business world. So whatever job you have, if you're getting student loans, anything like that, you're going to deal with interest. And so I want you to know these formulas that can help you make those financial decisions later in life. So that's all for this video. Make sure your notes match this video notes. Have a great day. Please behave for the sub. And I will see you in class tomorrow. Have a great Thursday. Bye.